What's up, y'all? It's your favorite chocolate baddie, Mary J. And I would love for you to come out December 13th at the It's a New Wave concert featuring Chicago's dopest rising artists like YK Soup, Jujilla and Nut G, Nina B, and more. Plus, I'll be doing a live cypher. It's going to be a 360 camera, vendors, food, liquor, and more. You can head over to the website right now, www.illanoize.co/tickets. Copy your early bird tickets while they still there. December 13th, doors opening at 7 p.m. And of course, I couldn't do it without my sponsors. Shout out to iLLANOiZE Radio and Soundboard Media. Make sure you hit them up. December 13th, the Promontory. It's a New Wave concert. We live and lit. You already know it's a drip. Come turn up with your favorite chocolate baddie. What's up, y'all? It's your favorite chocolate baddie, Mary J. And I'm live and lit right here on the illest, the realest, the trillest radio station alive. I got my co-host G Dot in the building.
Yeah. Chicago's favorite nerd, G Dot, man. You know the vibes, baby.
Man, we live and live. We got a special guest in the building, Mr. Wave Runner himself.
He's in the building.
Okay, Cassius Tay.
Yes, Cassius Tay is in the building.
Cassius Tay. Look, I still fucked it up.
Cash
we were just talking about it. We just rehearsed it. Cassius.
Yes, Tay.
It's
like
Cassius Tay. I like that though. Cassius Tay. What inspired that name?
Honestly, so when I was a kid, I used to look up to Muhammad Ali. You know, that was his birth name.
Okay.
And I looked up to him because before anybody told him that he was the greatest, he always said it. He proclaimed that shit. So I just was like, man, like that spoke to me when I was young. And so then everybody was automatically always calling me Tay because it's part of my real name.
Okay.
And so I had heard I heard Shan say the word Cassius Clay in the song, and I was like, damn. Okay. Because I was telling him, I was like, I need a name that'll look good on Billboard. And then like a week later, I saw that shit, and I'm like, oh, Cassius Tay. Like, cool. So I never looked back since.
Cool.
So.
Thanks.
All right. So how do you spell it? Is it?
Yeah, CASSIUSTAE.
Okay.
And then actually the first week that I had the name, this was like, shit, ASAP Rocky, Big Era. All the S's was dollar signs.
For sure. I was just about to ask you that. Like, is it dollar signs? Like, what we doing
only for
here?
like a week of my life.
Okay, cool.
I was like,
It's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
But I started thinking like in the longevity sense, I'm like, why would I do that? You know
yeah, for sure.
Like,
I mean, you know, it was something to do at that time. You was loving that.
And it was different because ASAP, like, he had one S. So
right.
Then you got three S's.
For sure.
It just looked busy. You know what I'm saying?
It looks like too much going on. I get that.
It's like back in the MySpace days.
Yeah, bro. Like, it was decent. It was decent during them times.
For sure.
It ain't last a long time, nah.
That's unique, and it definitely fit your aesthetic.
Yeah.
So I love that for you. You know, I got Cassius Tay.
Yeah, man.
Cassius Tay.
I feel like it do too. I feel like I grew into it. I feel like I always, well, I don't want to say grew into it. I feel like my whole life I've always had like a modern vintage aesthetic.
Okay.
And I just, you know, since I was 6 years old, I used to collect comic books, like old ones, you know what I'm saying? Like from like the 60s and the 70s. So I've been collecting vintage things, and it's been a part of me since forever.
That's dope.
So do you think by you collecting vintage things, is that way in your music too?
Oh yeah, for sure. I always feel like one of my favorite cars, I got a couple favorite cars, but they all old school cars.
Okay.
But one of them is like a '89 BMW M3, like a black one. And I always felt like, damn, like if a nigga listen to my song, he should be able to, or she should be able to feel like they're in that car. You know what I'm saying? It could be smooth, but you could be turned because the car is fast. It was a racing car.
Yeah.
So it's like when I think of Wave Runner, like usually I have songs like, hey, just make me a song I can go 90 on the damn run. You know what I'm saying?
You give me like real smooth vibes, right?
Yeah.
It's very in here smooth as ever, y'all.
Yeah.
It's
But
super
you know,
smooth.
it's funny. People, I hear that shit a lot in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that like I never thought about it.
Okay.
I think I was just always me. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And then when I got around more people, I start understanding. I'm like, yo, actually, more people is more turned than me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm turned, but in my way. You feel me? So it's like, shit. I honestly, you know,
you give me very smooth. You don't give me too turned. Like you give me like when you have to turn up, you turn up.
Exactly when I have to. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
for the most part, bro, I'm just like, I think it's definitely power in being having calm energy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm always turned. I can't turn it down. I'm always turned.
I feel you. I feel like I'm kind of both. Like, you know, I got a super chill. That's just the Libra in me though. Like I could be super chill, and then I could be super.
I'm a Capricorn all over the place. Oh my God.
I'm a Capricorn too.
Oh yeah, December 22nd is my birthday.
Oh, okay. So you in December? I'm in January.
Oh, for sure. That's cool. Yeah.
See, then December and January differentiation. You got a little.
But he's still a Capricorn at the end of the day. The Capricorns run the world. He's a Capricorn. popcorn. Let's go. For sure.
So listen, speaking of Wave Runner, congratulations. I see you just celebrated your 1 year anniversary of the single.
Yes, I appreciate
This is by far my favorite single by you. I will say, I feel like this was the first time I actually seen you in a setting almost, because I'm so used to listening to that calm, chill music I could roll up to. And when I heard Wave Runner, he lit. And it actually don't sound bad. Like, it didn't sound forced. It just seemed very, very natural.
And I think it's natural because, I've been making songs like that for years, but a lot of them is on the hard drive. So this year I'm like, yo, we putting all of them out, or I just save them for performances. So all of my set gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? But I make a lot of songs like that just because, like, I pretty much always have seen myself in that space of, like, balancing, like, the underground and mainstream, just because of how I like things. Like, there's always been a balance: modern, vintage, underground, mainstream. So it's like, that's always been a part of me. And I feel like a lot of times the turn shit, because sometimes based on where I'm at in life, if I'm trying to say something based on what people need, or whatever the case may be, with me understanding the type of artist I am, sometimes it's like, well, let me give people what they need more so. You feel me? More so than like what the streets need or shit like that. Cause just about understanding, like, your job as an artist, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
For sure. Whatever your calling is, man. That's you found your niche, you found your lane, and we preach that all the time up here. Like, find your niche, man, and roll with it, man.
Exactly.
Like me, I always wore glasses. I never I'm the pretty guy, light skin. You know what I'm saying? Get your girl. Like, that's me. Like, I never proclaim to be a tough guy. None of that, man. I ain't gotta do that. You know what I mean?
So look, what he's saying is, like, he comfortable in understanding, like, who he is, and because of that, or he's confident. I don't like the word comfortable. He's confident, and because of that, he can maximize it. That's what Wave Runner was. So when I made it, I had
That's
all
exactly
of these.
the vibe it gives too.
I did all of these styles of music. You know what I'm saying? And then I've watched so many people be like, because you did that, I wanted to do that, or because you dressed like this, because you made your own merch, because you designed, because you direct a video, because you know what I'm saying, hired this team. It's like, fuck it, Wave Runner. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I felt already about myself.
Facts. And I think that's why I grabbed, because, like what I said, that's all we preach up here every day, all day. It's like, especially me, like, I feel like I set a lot of trends for people. Like, I made a lot of people want to do media, want to do radio, want to dress a certain way.
Boom, boom, boom. Up here we drop bombs. Up here we drop bombs. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, bro. We're going to add the bombs in.
We drop the bombs up here. This is what we do, man.
I think also, too, I always wanted a thing that was, like, synonymous with my name. Like, when I think about, like, J. Cole, like, Dreamville, people look at him as, like, the dreamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, damn, like, what is my thing? You know what I'm saying? And it's not more so for claiming rights, but more so for people, like, what spirit do I give to people? You know what I'm saying? And when I think about my music, like, it's all about helping change the way people think and feel about themselves in a positive way. That's all of my songs is about. It's like me trying to climb out of a situation, me telling a resolution, or me being comfortable enough to tell y'all, like, nigga, I'm at the bottom. But no matter what, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you may not know how to say it, I have the words for you. And so when we at the top, you may not know how to say it, but you know the feeling. Nigga, I could say it for you too.
It hit different.
It hit different.
So is that what you want people to take away from your music? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying, have your own voice? Like,
have your own voice, but also, like, in the sense of, like, positivity. Like, look, always, man, just keep your head up.
Keep your head up.
Like, man, like, I done had a lot of dark days as much as everybody else.
Keep your head up.
That's why, even though this not on this project, but that's why I brought up, like, this being one of my favorite albums that got me into rapping, because when I think about the songs on this album, I see things that remind me of what I do, but also remind me of Wave Runner. You know what I'm saying? So
Tupac was a Wave Runner.
He was. The things he did on this album was so amazing that I felt like
Illuminati, all that shit.
It just transcended, you know what I'm saying, the rest of hip hop. So I felt like, and I think also in the sense of, like, I don't really just box myself with Chicago hip hop, but based on what Chicago hip hop gives and what people gravitate towards, what I do, everybody's always telling me to change. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, nigga.
like, no, I'm gonna be myself.
I want to do this. This is how I want to do it. And you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong at all. At all.
Speaking of Rave Runner, I'm gonna go ahead and tap into that banger. Since we celebrating the 1 year anniversary, and I got Mr. Wave Runner up here right now.
Right now.
We're gonna go ahead and tap into it. This is Rave Runner by Cassius Tay.
Let's do it.
And we're gonna chop it up a little bit more about Alone in the Blue Hour.
Yes.
All right here on the Chocolate Baddie Show. We live and lit on the illest.
Yes.
Turn us up.
Turn us up, you heard?
What's up, y'all? It's your favorite chocolate baddie, Mary J. And if you are an artist looking for a home to record, Soundboard Media is the place to be. Soundboard Media is a Chicago-based company offering artist management, distribution, marketing and promotion, and of course, quality engineering. So if you're an artist looking for a home to record, hit up Soundboard on Instagram right now at Soundboard, that's BOAR on Instagram. Let them know your favorite chocolate baddie sent you. And remember, if you're looking for a home to record, Soundboard Media is the place to be. We live and lit, and of course I got Mr. Rave Runner himself, Cassius Tay in the building. Now I want to talk about Alone in the Blue Hour. I'm a very intuitive person. So I swear your titles automatically get my attention. I'm Blue Hour. What the hell he know about the Blue Hour? And around the time you dropped it, it was like a full moon. It was like the Blue Hour.
Nah, it was.
It literally was the Blue Hour.
Nah, it was
and
divine.
So, how did you even when did you get acquainted with the Blue Hour? And for the people who don't know what it is, break it down to them.
So basically, Alone in the Blue Hour. Well, Blue Hour is the time frame of between sunrise and sunset when the sky is blue. It's like the sun hasn't fully risen yet, but it's just like starting off in the east or it's just set in the west. But it really shows up mainly in the wintertime because it's so much. It's like a lack of sun for real.
Fact.
But the prettiest looking ones are like in that spring to summer, any transitional periods, you know what I'm saying, when the weather's changing. And so a lot of the times when I write music, it's like within the season that I'm in. And it's also always reflective of the season that it is.
Right.
So when I wrote it, I wasn't writing an album. I was just in the pandemic. I was in the crib for real. And I was just like the most beautiful thing that I could think of is the sky because I'm in the house. And so when I'm thinking about
especially during the pandemic,
dreaming
about the sky, like
just thinking about outside so much. That's really what it was. And so when in the pandemic, along with, you know what I'm saying, looking at the sky and outside and things like that, a lot of people, including me, had to face realities that they kind of like put off or didn't know was a part of them until that crash was sitting at home. And he was like, man, it's a lot of like toxic shit in my life. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And so Alone in Blue Hour, the concept of the project was about not liking the fact of being alone, and then the other half was like liking the fact because now I get this time to purge all of these people and these emotions out of my life.
Right.
So
that album definitely give me that vibe. Or is it an EP or an album?
It's an EP.
You dropped it as an EP. Yeah.
But the reason why I started it with Wave Runner, even though it's about purging a lot of emotions, because I think for me to recognize what I don't need, I have to recognize who I was first to be able to be like, okay, like this is when you know what I'm saying, close to your most like God-like energy. You need to stay here, but these things is like holding you and weighing you down to attach to it. You know what I'm saying? So the end of the song, the end of the project resolves of a song where I finally find like love within a person, but also I was able to do that because I found love within myself.
For sure.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, that's Alone in Blue Hour.
So is it safe to say you was going through a breakup during this time?
Part of it was a breakup.
Because we get down to the nitty gritty over here, man.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, the music is cool, bro. But we're going to tap into the personal, you know what I'm saying, over here. So break that down for me, too.
Part of it was a breakup.
Okay.
I would say part of it, part of it was a breakup. Part of it was understanding that, like with being a wave runner, things you have that you're trying to go after in life, you have to cut off certain friends. So friends is like a breakup as well. Breakup with yourself, because it's like you have to cut off your own old ways.
Yeah,
for sure.
So it won't happen again.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying. I think, and also too, I think that survival was heavy on my mind. So all of those things, and just like purging toxic emotions. Because even in the project, I talk about how I need to give
toxic emotions.
Like I need to give it away.
We gotta drop a bomb for that.
You said go kill all my exes. Cool. Purge them.
It wasn't like
purge all exes. Cool, for sure. All right. Note to self. All right. We're gonna purge all exes. All right, bet. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so that's a
don't go out and kill your ex. That's not what he said. Yo. That's not what he said.
It's really just a good album to just drive to. It was just like a collection of songs.
Roll Up To, if you
that too.
20.
And I just, especially like Scare Love, Slow Down Reverb when that shit slow down.
I love Scare Love.
Yeah.
And even like you say, I love how you put through in like the Come Scoop Me Sneaky Link song.
Shit like that. That's like when you get back into the toxic shit.
Getting the vibe going with the album. So
that's like one of my favorite joints. Like,
I played it. What was that? 2 weeks ago we played that on the Toxic. On the Toxic playlist.
That was my first day here.
Yeah, because I remember when I made it the time I was thinking of, I'm like, I need everybody to feel this. Like,
for sure.
Facts. And Sneaky Link was at its all-time high during the pandemic.
Especially that time. Man, it's like, I didn't even know that was going to be a thing. It was just like a conversation in the studio. So then it just, I don't know.
Wave running.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. So listen, aside from music, you also model.
Yep.
You also film direct. You got your own clothing line. What is it that you don't do?
Honestly, I feel like...
Do you know how to cook?
Man, I'm actually getting into cooking now.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah,
cool. He's just not getting into cooking, y'all. He's just getting into cooking.
Some guys get up here and be like, I could cook.
I ain't gonna lie, I've been in the kitchen like 3 years now.
Noodles don't count.
I think no. Oatmeal don't count either. I've been doing my thing though. I've been doing my thing though.
Because
breakfast don't count at all.
Nah, I can bake some chicken. We can turn up, man.
Because a lot of breakfast is already in the package.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And I'm with the instant oatmeal too, the hot water. You know what I'm saying? That don't count, y'all. That does not count.
That don't count. Nah. So I had to start. Well, I was cooking already, but I really got deep into my palate once I stopped eating meat. You know what I'm saying? In June.
That is a good feeling.
Yes.
That's a good feeling. It's a whole different type. I be trying to tell people.
You got
it's a whole different type of energy.
I don't eat red meat, so
I'm
just chicken and fish.
Yeah. So
I lost a lot of weight doing that.
That's I be telling. That's another thing I tell people too. Like, for people who want to lose weight, like if you switch your diet, you will, but you're not losing weight, you're losing waste. You know what I'm saying? You are losing what you didn't need. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And you being where you need to.
I was big. Now I'm 183 and I love it.
Yeah, bro.
I had to get all that, and I get in the gym. I'm bulking up more now too. So definitely, I definitely feel you on that.
That's why I said losing waste.
For sure.
Because now you at where you want to be.
You just got to play on words, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Wave, crazy. Snap, boy.
So listen.
Go crazy.
You will be in the building performing live
on the 13th. It's up.
December 13th.
December 13th.
And it's a New Wave concert. So I have to ask you this.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you got my invitation?
I was excited. I was
nervous. I'm like, I seen you perform a couple times before.
I'm excited to see your performance, and I'm gonna be watching every performance. I'm gonna literally watch.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's one of those. I think I picked a good pick for the first batch.
I'm loving the lineup. I'm definitely loving the lineup.
It's gonna be a good one. Also, too, aside from like, we was asking like other things that I do, I also design as well. Not to go backwards, but it's helping me go forward as well because I feel like because design is so much a part of like my performance. It's like I design the experience that people want to see. I also design, you know what I'm saying, my own merch. Like,
for sure.
I don't need to call nobody to design nothing for me. I design my own cover art. I design niggas cover arts in the city. I design niggas flyers. I do other things. So it's like,
for sure.
I have a approach of like always, creative direction is always the thing. And that's why I was excited because I'll be watching, you know what I'm saying, the interviews you do. So when niggas ask me to do shows, I always question if it's gonna be quality. I was excited because I didn't question it. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
Thank
that was
you.
why.
That means a lot.
We really got to go hard now.
For real.
Wow.
The pressure is on.
There's
so much pressure on my back, but I knew, like, even when I put the list out, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people. You got the best co-host.
I got you, baby. I ain't gonna lie. I got
you got the best co-host. So
that's what I'm saying. I feel like I got the best of the best right now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So,
and
finna go crazy.
The lineup is finna go crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
The magazine is gonna be available. So just everybody featured. I'm so excited. I designed the whole thing myself. I feel you when you say
flowers for that design.
Because you know, I wear a lot of hats too. Sometimes you just have to do that. If you, I like to be great. I don't like to wait on people. So sometimes I'm like, shit, fuck it. I gotta learn how to do this. Because it gotta get done, and I need it to look a certain way. Because
it's what you see in your mind.
I tell anybody as an artist, man, you gotta wear many hats out here. You can't just be a rapper. Like, learn how to make some beats, shoot your videos. You gotta do something, bro. Like, you can't just be just a person who just think I'm gonna put the words together. Nah, because it's more than that. It's deeper than that. Like, you gotta be your own lawyer, everything. Attributes. You gotta play everything.
And I don't say titles just because like you limit yourself when you say title. It's like whoever you are as that person is who you are. But these is your attributes. Being a rapper is an attribute, but that's not who I am as a person. So it's like
it's deeper than that. You're more than that.
So I always tell people like, man, like you can do more.
Yeah, it's always more to do. Like it's not. It's more than just getting in there, recording and everything. I engineer myself, do this, do that. You know what I mean? Like, so you gotta do everything, man. And that's pretty dope, man, that you do that.
Yeah. But also ask for help, because that's what I lack.
Don't be scared to ask for help. Don't be scared to ask for help. It is okay to ask help, but it is okay to do it on your own too, though. But ask for the help, though. If you don't know something, don't just get in there fucking them people's shit up.
Nah,
don't fuck them people's shit up. Man.
Facts, man. It's all about taking initiative. Now, I want you to give something to the people. What can they expect from your performance on the 13th? And also, what future music projects, what you got in the works for 2023?
All right, cool. I love that answer. I love that question. So what I would say is, for my performance, definitely expect a nigga who can rap that make great songs. You know what I'm saying? Boom. I definitely, not to like, this not any diss to anybody else, but you know, so I'm not making any like anti-black music with the things that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna have fun, still gonna be turned. But motherfuckers definitely ain't gotta look over their shoulder like,
pop your shit, King. Pop your shit, man. We pop our shit up here, man. You know what I'm saying? Pop your shit.
Anybody that's gonna be in my performance gonna automatically feel like, damn, I'm that nigga too, just watching this nigga. So that's what I would say. And as far as like
boom, 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 pop your shit, King. It's the pop your shit, King segment.
That's what it is,
pop your shit, man.
And I feel like as far as like,
he's so humble and so modest. Nigga, I'm the best, nigga. Rap you niggas.
But I know that shit too though at the same time.
Say that shit then, man. He said, I'm gonna fuck you niggas up. I'm gonna fuck you niggas up.
Oh, bro.
I love it. We bring the best out of everybody who get in these seats, man. Let's go. There you go.
Yeah, and then next year, man, I'm looking to drop an album. It's called Moments in Desire. It's just about like, all of the moments I desire something just to realize that the best place to be is in the present. You know what I'm saying? To be able to move forward. So
deep.
Love that.
Love your titles make somebody think, man.
Chocolate Baddie Show, iLLANOiZE Radio. We need them exclusives. Real Radio is coming back. We dropping exclusives on the radio. So whenever you ready, let's go. Let's do it. We're gonna put it in motion.
Let's do that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna tap into another baddie banger, but before we do, Cassius, let them know where they can follow you at on social media.
Man, you can follow me at CASSIUSTAE at Cassius Tay. You know what I'm saying? I hope to see y'all all there at the show. It's gonna be packed wall to wall, so make sure y'all niggas come in there with that good ass energy and then go to the bar and then come to the stage and come say what's up to me and come say what's up to them. Cause it's gonna be a good ass event.
It's on. And we live and lit on the illest, the realest, the trillest. Don't go nowhere, cause I gotta put Cassius Tay in the high seat. It's live and lit.
I hope he's ready.
Y'all got me in there.
I know that shit boss, Talk about it, dripping in it, I say, look, hold on, wait a minute. I say, hold on, wait a minute. What? Shawty got the business. She picking up the sauce. Yeah, she whipping in the kitchen.